This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We've got exciting second half action here at Baker Field in beautiful Mesick, Michigan. We've got the Bulldogs taking on the Suttons Bay Norsemen tonight, and the Norsemen are up by a score of 28-12 after that exciting first half action. And boy, am I really looking forward to the second half, Mike.
Man, that was about as good as it gets there for the second half of that second quarter.
Yeah, it is. Both of these teams are at 5-3 coming into this game, so they are looking to try to get into the postseason. For Suttons Bay, they have not been in the postseason since about 2014, and only 3 times in about the last 7 years. And Mesick has one lone postseason appearance, and that was way back in 1995. And we've got a little squib kick here right off the bat from the Norsemen. Wasn't handled cleanly by Mesick. And we're looking to see who recovered this ball. The officials are talking it over. I haven't seen a signal as of yet. And it is a Suttons Bay ball. So they came out with a little squib kick and got exactly what they were looking for. They're going to take possession at their Mesick's 48-yard line.
It was a tough ball to handle. It did what you wanted it to do if you're the kicking side of the situation.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so boy. Mesick was planning on starting off on offense here, and instead they got the defense going out there. I'm going to have to try and stop the potent Suttons Bay offense.
They need to have a good first stand in the second half here.
Yes, they are. Okay, so the Norsemen take over. That's Caleb Smith on the handoff. He gets down to about the 41-yard line. That's going to bring up about a 2nd down and 4 for the Norsemen.
Nice tackle by Sable. That's you know, he's coming through the line. He was starting to get his feet underneath him, and he's a good-sized young man. Sable was smart to get the knees.
Yep.
It was effective.
Yeah, you don't want to take him up high.
No.
All right, so 2nd down and 4. That is Evan Rohrbach under center. Takes a snap. Gives it off to Smith again. He's brought down by Andrew Sanis. We did see a flag come in late there in the Norseman backfield. Looks like it's going to probably be a holding call. And okay, block in the back. So they are sending the Norsemen back from the spot of the foul. That is going to bring the ball all the way back to their own 48-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 14, maybe 15 for Suttons Bay. All right, so Evan Rohrbach is taking the snap from under center, fakes the handoff. He's got a man open. That is, and it's picked off by number 84, Cole Spencer. And that is just what the Bulldogs were looking for. I think the ball was just a little bit underthrown. They had Eric Halverson out there, who they've gone to quite a few times tonight. And this time Cole Spencer says, I'll take that.
Yep, you know, I really believe, you know, Cole is young, but I really believe he has varsity skills. We just need, and when he really believes that, you're going to see some great things.
Yeah, he has made some nice plays tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so a couple turnovers here so far. 11-10 left in the 3rd quarter. So Mesick takes over on their own 34-yard line. That is Andrew Sanis in motion. Ethan Humphreys takes a snap. He's looking to pass, and he's got no help there as the Norseman's number 66, that's Zach Morton, takes Ethan Humphreys down for a huge loss way back in the backfield. And I think I do see a penalty marker back there. Trying to figure out what that is. Okay, so they had a personal foul. I don't know if they piled on or what happened there. But that is going to
get those yards back.
Yeah, it's going to get some of those yards back anyway.
Yeah, some of the Norsemen, I mean, they're busting through there. It doesn't look like there's anybody even touching them. They're just coming through full speed.
Yeah, he didn't even have enough time to make a move to get out of there that time. He had 2 defenders right on him, and he went down. All right, so with the penalty, that's still going to bring the ball all the way back up to about the 39-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and 5, which is a huge difference from the big loss that they had just incurred. So good break for the Bulldogs, I guess you could call that.
Yeah, it was a much different complexion here.
All right, so 1st and 5 from their 40 or their 39-yard line. Humphreys takes a snap, rolls, pitches it off to Sanis. Sanis has got some room. He's got the sideline. He dives over midfield. Looks like he gets down to about the 48-yard line of Suttons Bay, and that is going to move the chains and a new set of downs for the Bulldogs. Nice run there by Andrew Sanis.
Good open field tackle by Bryce Opie for the Norsemen. But yeah, nice run around the right side.
Okay, so here come the Bulldogs. They've got their offense going. That's Humphreys from the shotgun. He's got 2 split to the left and 1 to the right. Looking over the defense, gets it out there to Sanis, just behind him a little bit, but Sanis makes a nice catch. He's still on his feet, gets all the way close to the 1st down marker. We'll have to see where the officials mark that ball. And we got a Suttons Bay player getting up a little bit slow. That appears to be Eric Halverson, who has been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, both sides of the ball.
And ref Donald Torres says that is a 1st down, so the chains are moving. All right, 1st down for Mesick on about the 38-yard line of Suttons Bay. Humphrey sends Sanis in motion, takes a snap, looks to pass. Now he's going to run. He's got defenders beyond him. Luckily, he tucks the ball in. Here comes a late flag. I could only think that was possibly a face mask. I don't know if it was a late hit. They both seem to be right there. Have to see what the officiating crew says. Wow, yeah, it is a personal foul. Must be a late hit, Mike.
Yeah, they've really sent the message. This is the 3rd one that we want you to stop doing that. So, not sure what happened on that specific play, but.
All right, so that is going to mark the chains down even further downfield. And Mesick is going to have the ball 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And they're marching down. And they could really use a score here to tighten this game up. 28-12. We got 10-11 here in the 3rd quarter, as Mesick is looking to close the gap. Humphreys in the background, or backfield, passes it over to, that's Tanner Ford. He's a sophomore, and boy, he's got half the defense on him right there. 4 big tacklers.
Yeah, that's not an exaggeration.
No,
that's
it's
half
not.
of them.
That is half of them. And fortunately, Tanner got up because that was a lot of beef falling on top of him right there.
It's a good thing that he kind of rolled away from the pile there.
Like he's trying to catch his breath right now.
Bulldogs making a lot of use out of the quick screen passes here tonight.
Yeah, so that was good for about 1. And certainly paid the price for that yard. 4 tacklers on him. He's the lone sophomore on the Bulldog squad. All right, so they got twins out to the right, twins out to the left. That's Humphreys. Throws the slant into, that's Cole Spencer, a freshman. So they're relying on freshmen and sophomores on this last couple plays.
Yeah, Cole really took a lick on that reception too, but he hung onto the football.
Yeah, he did. So got close to the 1st down marker. Looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. They're all the way down to about the 13-yard line. Clock is ticking at 8:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time left, especially if the Bulldogs are able to get a score here and close this gap.
Yeah, it's got a similar feel to the end of that last part of that 2nd quarter. They're going to the air more.
Yep, they are. Okay, so they got split to the right, 2 split to the left. Passes out to Sanis. Sanis makes the reception. Gets down to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 5. And that is a 1st down for the Bulldogs. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, Jorge Lewis threw a nice block there to give Humphreys just enough time to deliver that ball. And it wasn't just him blocking well, but his was just well-timed.
All right.
Blocked.
All right, so apparently Coach Josh Crocker saw something in that first half, and he is coming out and going to the air, and it seems to be working so far for the Bulldogs. Humphreys takes a snap from under center. It's a keeper, kind of a quarterback sneak. He twists. I think he falls just short of the goal line.
Almost looked like a silent count kind of play, didn't it?
Yeah.
The defense wasn't ready.
No.
You could tell.
Well, and when they split everybody out,
Yep.
it doesn't leave a lot of defenders there. This 8-man football, boy, you spread people out, and it leaves for a lot of room. All right, so it looks like they've got about a second down and maybe one. It is second and goal, though, from the one. Humphreys talking it over with Coach Al Crocker. Brings in the play. He's going to have trips to the right. He's taking the snap from under center. He does take it. It's a keeper, and he shovels it over, and that's Andrew Sanis in the end zone, and a Bulldog touchdown. Kind of an underthrow. We'd like to take a look at that again. It was an interesting pass and effective. All right, so let's take another look at that. Sanis was in the trips formation. They actually had their arms around Ethan Humphreys, and he was alert enough to get rid of the ball, and there was Sanis for the reception. Nice play by the Bulldogs and Ethan Humphreys. That brings the score to Suttons Bay 28 and Mesick 18. They're going to try to get the 2-point conversion here, make this an 8-point ball game. All right, Humphreys takes the ball. He takes a snap, gets it out to Sanis. I believe he was in the end zone, and he does hang on to it. That was actually, number 9, Brad McNutt. First time we've heard his name tonight.
Yeah,
nice
play.
Okay, so there was a flag on the play. 2-point conversion was good, but there is a flag on the play, and it is a holding call. So the Bulldogs are going to have to try it again from a little further back this time.
Yeah, you kind of wonder on the touchdown there if that was in the playbook or if that was just a senior-to-senior connection there. No way we can know from up here, but
no. If it wasn't, they're probably going to put that one in the playbook.
Yeah.
But yeah, the defenders actually had their arms around Humphreys, and he was alert enough to get the ball off to Sanis. Sanis was standing there all by himself.
Just kind of a shovel pass, and here you take it.
All right, so if the Bulldogs are going to earn 2 points here, they're definitely going to earn it. They're all the way back to about their 16-yard line. So this is going to be a long route for a 2-point conversion, but they can make this a one-possession game if they're able to make this. Humphreys throws it up. He's got a receiver there. It looked like there might have been, and there was a little bit of interference on that one. That was Evan Rohrback, and he got just a little anxious, got the intended receiver, Cole Spencer, in the back, got a little push on him, so now that's going to put the ball right back up closer to the goal line.
Yeah, and the defensive back, I mean, it's a tough place to be in because you don't want him to catch it. So, I mean, if you get the penalty, you still might be able to shut him down, but if you just let him catch it.
Yeah, not a terrible play.
No.
Better than giving him the 2.
It is. Be aggressive, you know. You usually come out on the better side of it. As long as it's not malicious, it's better aggressive.
So that is actually going to bring the ball all the way back up to the 8-yard line. That's still a pretty good distance to go for a 2-point conversion. But again, with the 8-man football, there's a lot of room out there. So we'll see what the Bulldogs have in mind for the 2-point conversion from the 8-yard line. They've got Tanner Ford and Brad McNutt out to the left side. That's Spencer and Sanis on the right. Humphreys takes a snap. He rolls out to the left. Looks like it's gonna be a keeper. He's gonna try and get into the end zone. He dives. I'm not sure if he got the point of the ball over the plane, and he did not. Refs are saying he fell short, so it's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion. That was awful close. I don't know if we'll be able to see that again. If we could maybe see a little bit better angle.
Nice effort by Humphreys. He tried everything he could to get to that pylon.
Yeah, he did, and the ball has to break the plane of the end zone. Coach wants to talk it over with the ref to see exactly what the call was. Just making sure that that ball did not cross the plane. That is head coach Josh Crocker in communication with the head referee Donald Torres. And so a big defensive play by the Suttons Bay Norsemen to keep this a 2-possession game. It is Suttons Bay 28 and Mesick 18. There's 7:18 left in this exciting third quarter. We weren't expecting anything different, Mike.
No,
certainly getting what we expected.
That last little series there, you almost had to ask yourself, are we in overtime here? Or man, it took a long time to get through that 2-point conversion.
Yes, it did. All right, so Mesick is going to kick the ball back to the Suttons Bay Norsemen. We've had a couple of squid kicks or onside kicks so far. Let's see what Terry Failer has in mind. He's got a pretty good leg here. He does try a squib. He got a big bounce there, not really what you wanted, and it was recovered by number 50. That's Nick DeYoung. And DeYoung takes the ball at about midfield.
Tanner Ford, nice coverage there.
Yeah, and it looks like he's maybe fighting a cramp right now.
Yeah, I know he's had some hamstring trouble. Hopefully it's not that. This can be a nagging injury.
Yeah, and it also looks like Jorge Lewis is out there kind of stretching his calf a little bit. It is a warm night out. I mean, we have been blessed with such good football weather pretty much all fall.
It's week 1 weather on week 9.
Exactly.
So
I mean, boy, you certainly can't complain. But it looks like a couple of the players starting to cramp up just a little bit. I always soak my legs in cold water when I have that problem. It kind of makes everything feel better.
Yeah, cramps aren't pleasant, but you sure take those over something getting twisted or torn.
Oh, absolutely.
Strained. But they do hurt.
Yep, so a couple of players here trying to stretch things out and get back in the off the field anyway.
And Jorge runs track. He's a pretty avid track sprinter, so he knows the maneuver here, it looks like, to loosen himself back up.
All right, so the Norsemen are set to begin their drive at the 50-yard line. We were mentioning before that Mesick has had one playoff appearance back in 1995. That was quite a while ago, and they've actually only had one winning season since 1999. It's been a long road for the varsity football squad, but this is their first year playing 8-man, so things are looking up for them. All right, here come the Norsemen. That's Bryce Opie taking it by himself. Looks like he got over the 46, maybe about to the 45-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 from Mesick's 45-yard line.
Tyler Shelley made a good tackle there, but he paid for it, it looks like.
Well, he's hurting a little bit.
Yep, elbow, something went numb, it looks like, after the tackle there.
Yep.
He's had a good game tonight.
Yeah, well, if you don't come out of a football game with a couple bruises and aches and pains, you weren't doing anything, so goes with the territory. Okay, so here comes Norseman. That's Bryce Opie again. Ethan Humphreys comes up and makes the tackle, wraps up around the feet. Opie was still able to stretch himself up close to the first down marker. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like it's going to be a little short. It's going to be a 3rd and about 1. Actually, maybe about a half of 1 for the Norsemen.
Tyler's still grabbing that elbow a little bit. He's been kind of one of the unsung heroes of this team this year. Doesn't get all the press, but he makes a lot of plays in a game.
All right, so that was a quarterback keeper. Got a push from, got a push from Caleb Smith in the back. So quarterback keeper for Evan Rohrback, and he is able to move the chains, get first down. Looks like he got all the way up to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Suttons Bay's had good success with that play tonight.
Well, they got a pretty big offensive line there.
Yeah, and they're really quick with that particular play. They're moving before you know it.
Yeah. And it looks like Mesick saw it coming. They were prepared for it, but it was just a matter of stopping it. They weren't able to do it. All right, we've got 6 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Norsemen are on the march. They give to Caleb Smith up the middle. And actually, the ball came loose. And Ethan Humphreys has got the ball right now. I have not seen a signal from the officials. And there is the signal, and the Mesick Bulldogs have got a turnover. So they have got the ball. Jorge Lewis was somehow in the middle of all that.
Yeah, something happened. He didn't feel good, whatever it was, and he's trying to work through it.
All right, but it is going to be first down Mesick from their 41-yard line. So they have come up with a big stop and a big turnover on the Norsemen, just what the doctor ordered for them. All right, so Ethan Humphreys is bringing in the play. They're going to try and get their offense going. They had a pretty good air attack going on that last drive. Mesick is down by 10 points, 28-18, with 5:51 to go in the third quarter. Humphreys takes a snap, decides to take it by himself up the middle. He's still up on his feet, twisting around, gets all the way up to about the 49-yard line. That's going to be a couple yards short. And Bryce Opie on the tackle.
Yep, good tackle there.
All right, so it's going to be about a 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. They are close to midfield. Yeah, and they are working on Jorge Lewis over here on the sidelines. That would certainly be a big blow if they cannot get him back into the game. We'll keep an eye on that.
It's really painful, whatever it is. You can tell he's not in a comfortable body posture at all.
All right, Humphreys in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to probably Andrew Sanis there. Hard time seeing the number, and he was met by a couple defenders. That was number 13, Michael Laux. I did not see the player. The other number there. I believe
it's number 86 again.
Okay, there's no surprise there. That's Eric Halverson.
Came in low with the legs driving.
All right, that was a pretty big stop. It's now 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Maybe a 3rd and a long 2. They're at their own 49-yard line. They're looking to keep these chains going and try to get in the end zone again. So Humphreys takes a snap. He's back there by himself. Looks like he might have done a hard count and got a freebie here. Suttons Bay pulled that one on Mesick a couple drives ago, and Mesick in turn has got a free first down, getting the Norsemen to jump.
Yep, especially when it's not on 4th down yet. It almost increases your odds of maybe having it work.
Yep, good play by Humphreys. So Mesick is able to get a new set of downs. They're all the way up to the Norsemen 46-yard line. Cole Spencer and Andrew Sanis make their way out to the right. Looks like Michael Bennett and Tanner Ford over on the left side. Humphreys takes a snap, hands it off to, he's got it coming back to number 18. That is Tyler Shelley. It's kind of a pulling guard there, coming back and taking the handoff.
Yeah,
I like it.
He was waiting for the blocking to work.
Yeah.
There wasn't going to happen that play, but smart running back play there.
Yeah, we did see that play one time earlier. It was successful, so they were trying it again. Looks like they end up getting about 4 out of that. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Clock is rolling here at 3:45 left in this third quarter. Suttons Bay up by 10, 28-18. We've had some great football action here tonight. This third quarter, no different. Handoff is to Sanis. Sanis works his way up the middle. Looks like he was able to get a couple before being brought down. That was Halverson there.
Bulldogs have kind of gone back to lean on the running game here in this drive.
Yep.
They've been quite a long stretch without a lot of runs, unless it was a deceptive run that looked like a pass.
Yeah, I know, boy. That last drive, they were passing the ball left and right, and they have gone to the running game here.
But they also are missing one of their main guys up front here for the pass blocking too. So,
all right, so the Bulldogs are looking at about a 3rd and 5. They're at the 41-yard line of the Norsemen. Humphreys looking over the defense, making sure he's got his guy set. That's Sanis in motion. Humphreys takes a snap, scrambling, gets around the corner, lays it out there, and picked off by number 2. That is Evan Rohrbach. Nice play by Evan Rohrbach. Humphreys hung it up there just a little bit, and Rohrbach actually covered a lot of ground to get to that ball and makes a nice interception. All right, yeah, we could certainly take a look at that again. Humphreys was kind of scrambling for his life there again, trying to make something happen, and he just got that ball hanging just a little bit. And Evan made a good play on it, reading his eyes.
Yeah, and it was a good thing Matt Bennett was.
Yeah, he was right there
on
to grab
top
him.
of it,
Otherwise, he had a lot
gone.
He had a lot of green in front of him. Okay, so here goes Suttons Bay. They're at their own 46 starting off. The handoff is to Lucas Mikesell. Mikesell's got some room, got around the corner, but before he was dragged down by Cole Spencer and 10 Ethan Humphreys. Got a good number of yards on that one. That's definitely going to move the chains. First down. Got the ball all the way down to about the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they held him down for about a quarter, but he's one of those players that's going to be really tough if they give him some blocking to work with.
Yeah, he is. And boy, he's only a sophomore right now. They're going to have his services for the next couple years.
Just keeps those legs driving, and he's fast.
Yes, he is. All right, so we've got back and forth action going on here, Mike.
Yeah, it's been a continuation here of the second quarter.
All right, we've got just over 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Suttons Bay is on the march. That's Lucas Mikesell again. He's fighting for yards. Got 3 defenders there.
Yep.
Jorge Lewis in the middle. That's Ethan Humphreys and Dalton Sabo, putting him down for a loss of a couple. We had a late flag come in.
But he might have got an accidental hand up on the face mask. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, the call just came late. It happened during the tackle.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be a minor infraction, so it's just going to be a 5-yard mark off.
One of numerous reasons why you try to get guys tackling low all the time.
Boy, and they had 3 of them there, too.
Yeah.
I don't think he was going anywhere.
No, he wasn't. He was really well covered by the Bulldogs.
All right, so that's going to bring up a first and about 8 for the Norsemen. 1:54 left in this third quarter. Norsemen clinging on to a 10-point lead, trying to add on to that. Handoff is to Caleb Smith. Smith's got some room to run, breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet, dragged all the way down to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Norsemen.
Jorge jumped on. And we have some players on our roster that would have went for a ride right into the end zone there, I think. But Jorge was able to muscle him down.
Well, he's a tackling machine. He's got quite a few tackles throughout the year, too.
Yeah, he's upwards of 110.
Over 100, yeah. I know he's got over 100.
Point.
All right, Evan Rohrbach hands off to Caleb Smith again. Smith is a load. He weaves up the middle. Like he got all the way down to about the 12-yard line.
Matt Lewis drug him down for the Dogs.
That's going to bring up a second down. Looks to be at about the 12-yard line, well, maybe the 13-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the Norsemen.
Norsemen are on the charge here.
Yep, they are. We got 1 minute left in this third quarter. Bulldogs are trying to make this a 10-point game, and Suttons Bay seems to be having their way so far on this drive. And that one was just probably smartly thrown away by Evan Rohrbach. So they're going to regroup and look at a 3rd and about 3.
Rohrbach got put in the position that Ethan Humphreys has been in numerous times tonight. Guy's breathing down his neck.
Yep. Well, he made a smart play there and threw it basically into the ground. Wasn't into a spot where it was intentional grounding or anything, so brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Norsemen. There's a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Rohrbach looking for room to run, but the whistle is blown. Not sure if they were set long enough on that. They may end up getting a false start. I didn't see a flag, but there was a whistle that was blown, so.
Maybe they hadn't restarted yet for them to even run a play.
Yeah, I don't think the refs were quite set there.
I think that's fortunate for the Norsemen because I think you did have some guys moving out of sync there before the ball was snapped.
They were trying to catch Mesick off guard. Yeah. And all right, so no harm done. So we've got 3rd and 3 here for the Norsemen. Caleb Smith and Lucas Mikesell in the backfield. That is Rohrback going for a quarterback sneak. Looks like he's going to fall short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down and short.
You definitely can tell the Bulldogs have made some adjustments to that up front line coverage.
Yeah, they have.
Starting in the 2nd quarter. They're having more success stopping Suttons Bay than they were.
So we got a huge down. We got 4th down. Looks to be about 1. Not sure if they're going to end up getting this play off before the end of the quarter.
Looks like they might.
Doesn't look like he's in like he's in a hurry. So that is going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've got a score of Suttons Bay 28 and Mesick 18. You're watching high school football action here on 26 Sports and CCTV, and we'll be back in just a moment for exciting 4th quarter action.